This is Air Tiki 921 crew member Lisa Brightwell. As this is a shoeless flight to a barefoot destination, the crew will move through the aisles to collect all remaining footwear for immediate and permanent disposal. Thank you for your cooperation and for listening.
Arrived at your destination. Welcome to paradise. This is the Tiki Man, and it is time for the show. Sit back and relax and have some fun with us. Jump in the YouTube chat and be a part of the show. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. We're back on Eastern Island time right here at Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com. Your happy place, baby. Rise and shine. Another gorgeous, beautiful day is here. Let's get this day started off right, shall we? Here we go.
Now, friends, let me tell you about this cat that I once met. Smooth talker with an export cigarette. I don't believe I ever saw him without a cocktail in his hand. No one swings his on to the big band voodoo band. Yeah! speckled alley cat with his pinstripe suit and a big bad voodoo hat. I don't believe I ever saw him without a kitten on his hand. And no one swings his horn to the big band voodoo band. Hey, Mr. Pinstripe Suit. Hey, Mr. Heidi, Heidi Ho. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Mr. Wingtip Shoes. Hey, Mr. Always on the go. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Rise and shine, everybody. Another gorgeous, beautiful day is here. The chocolate bar is open for business. I got the beautiful hippie chick right by my side.
Good morning, everybody.
How you doing this morning?
Fantastic. The sun is shining.
Sun is shining.
That's right.
You got some flowers there.
I did. Uncle Alex.
Uncle Alex stole those from the neighbor's yard.
No, he did not.
I said, what did you do?
They're beautiful.
B-Dog in the house.
Good morning.
Yeah, hey, we got a big show for you. We got brand new Almanac with Tiki Jane. We got the JBL Travel Moment. We're going to talk a little bit about places to stay for the summer party. Music on the Bay and Panama City coming up, Costa Rica, and all kinds of things. All right, you ready to get rock and roll? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Mr. Pinstripe Suit. Hey, Mr. Heidi, Heidi Ho. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Mr. Wingtip Shoes. Hey, Mr. Always on the go. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Well, I know you got the answers. Yeah, we all wanna know.
Woo-wee. Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. We're back on Eastern Island time right here. Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com, your coastal Americana radio station. Coming to you live from the Chocolate Bar Studios in beautiful Harrison Bay, the headquarters of Tiki Man Radio. The backyard in Valley Center, Kansas. I was chatting with Bill Hass this morning. And
How's he doing?
well, he's like, hey, man, where do I stay at? Where do I stay at when I come down there? Because I want to come down to the summer party. I'm like, yeah, man, come on down there. It's been a while.
It's been a long time. I hope they get to come.
Yeah, they're going to be featured in an upcoming episode of the Almanac. So
Yeah.
for some Tiki Man Radio history when they came down here. So, yeah, you know, and for those of you that don't know, you can go over to TikiManRadio.com, click on the places to stay. Okay, those are some of my favorite. Where to stay at in Key Largo, where to stay at in Key West. There's also, if you scroll down there, you'll see all of the hotels over in Ottawa, which is pretty much about the closest ones to us that I would recommend anyway.
Yes.
And so you can get
Also
the information.
recommend Ubering here.
I had to do that, but yeah, well, you can get Ubers.
Yeah.
But I had to do that because nobody knew how to spell Ottawa.
Ottawa.
O-O-L-T.
I knew that was going to spell that off.
Ottawa.
Yeah. But anyway, so you have that out there, and you can, there's a lot of things. If you haven't been to the website lately, you should go over there and check out all the things, all the little, in the menu there, all the little tabs. So check it out. So, the backyard in Valley Center, Kansas. And to all of our friends up in Canada at the Rockin' Woods Tiki Bar, and of course our producer Monica, who is always listening. Vacuum cleaner Tom, happy Sunday to you. And of course Verona Corona, still down in Mexico, and Tinkerbell, and everybody up in Canada.
You are wearing Tinkerbell's Canadian shirt today.
I do have Tinkerbell's shirt on.
That's right. I still have my tank top too that she gave me, but it's a little cold today for that.
Yeah. Went up to Canada and found beer.
That's right. We found some Labatt Blue, and you can only drink one of them before you conk out.
Yeah.
Yeah, compared to
Not this
American beers.
Not this watered down beer we got down here. Yeah.
No, they got the strong stuff up there.
They got real beer in Canada.
I was like, holy crap, it's like 9%. I was like, ours is like 4.5 or 5.
The only difference is, how much is that? That's $27. Okay, I'll just have one. Thank you.
I'll just have one.
It's like going to the ball game. I'll have one.
I'll have one. That's all you can have because it'll put you on your rear if you have two.
Well, whenever I went to, I always loved to go down to the Lookouts game. Hadn't been a while, need to go, but I always drink. They have PBR on draft.
Yeah, at the Lookouts game.
And it was like $2, $3, whatever it was for the big ones or whatever, and people would be like, "Why do you drink that beer?" And I'm like, "Man, it's great." And besides, I'm so glad they're changing the stadium because the stadium sucks.
But now
your
beer is going to be about $7-8.
Well, it may be, but you won't, because the sun when the game starts is just beating down on you, and the way the bleachers, it's facing the sun, so your beer gets hot really fast. So you got to drink it, which I think was their ultimate goal.
Right.
If we put them over here in the shade, they won't buy as much beer.
Exactly. But I've seen the drawings for that new place. It's going to be a big sports entertainment complex.
Well, that's what we need. Cool. I mean, we are the soccer capital of the world here. We've got
what are
all
they
kinds of sports going on.
With the old stadium?
Well, they're taking bids right now about what they're going to do, and they'll turn it into
you can't just leave an old state. You got to do something with it.
No, I mean, we've had concerts and all kinds of stuff.
There's an old stadium down on 3rd Street that they haven't done anything with. Other than film movies there every once in a while.
But that one was built in 1910.
my daddy was part of that.
Right.
He was the Knoxville game.
But it just sits there, so who knows? They may leave it sit.
It's the only stadium Jimmy Buffett ever played at. Was Ingalls Stadium. So
I bet being that's prime real estate, I bet you that's not going to sit vacant very long.
I don't know. The corporate world has really changed about having these big-ass buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
You got people working from home, and God knows everybody and their brother wants to have a conference call every 15 minutes, so you don't need a meeting room anymore. You can just get 27 or 127 people on a conference call and do a video thing. People think that's managing.
That's the way we've now started to do things at my work. We used to get together, and now it's just, hey, we're gonna meet with our smaller groups.
I'm going to send you the link for the meeting.
Here's the link, yep.
Yeah. Raise your hand if you need anything.
Make sure your camera's on. We need to make sure that you're in your, in the right place.
Make sure you're working too. We don't want you to not do any work while we're having a meeting. But that's my book. Maybe it's me. Is really the top 10 things managers, new managers, do to themselves. And there's a whole section in there about meetings. You really would check it out. But let's see here. Where are we at here? The BAR in Memphis, Tennessee, home of the Bodyguard, and in retreat, that is our ambassador of all great things, Michelle Myers. Hello, darling. And Tim, the Bodyguard, the man that makes the ice cream, saves your life in Mexico, fixes the cameras down in Key West, and can shoot a deer or two if he needs to.
And we're so glad they sound like they're feeling much better.
Yes.
On the mend, anyway.
They got the bug that was going around there for a while, and so hopefully they're feeling much better. Beers and Bones Patio here in Harrison Bay, Tennessee. That, of course, is the Goldens, and we really want to thank Golden for bringing that stew.
Man, that Brunswick
stew
he said he only makes it once a year. Man, that was good. Wasn't that good,
that was good.
And it all spun out of me bragging on his cornbread. So every Sunday we're going to bring up the fact that Golden has the best damn cornbread in the world.
He really does.
And it would really go good this week with soup beans.
Yeah,
soup beans.
That Brunswick stew was fan-freaking-tastic.
It certainly was.
So that's what we do. Each week we just talk about the cornbread and what it pairs well with.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that way we get a varied menu.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, and then he left me a little prize upstairs. He had some of the barbecue and.
Yes, that was so. And your sopping sauce.
Yeah, I had
golden sopping sauce.
Golden sopping sauce. And
which
then,
is fantastic.
I had a little bit of that cornbread in some aluminum foil too, so I had to eat that. So. Anyway, so thank you guys. And, of course, the golden girl with the good smelling hair. She's working her butt off this morning trying to clean up the Golden's A-lure-ing Getaway.
That's right.
She said it has been busy over there.
She's been real busy over there. So good morning to you guys. The cabin up north, the Brap Shack and Deer Lodge in Old Forge, New York, home. Away from home for Donna the Cabin Queen and Bobsled Bob.
Bobsled Bob.
Donna and Bob Cummings. Good morning, guys. And I'm sorry to tell you that spring is in 18 days. Next Sunday, we will be moving up the time. All right, we spring forward next Sunday. And so the snow will be melting soon. And that's a good thing for all the rest of us. I know it's sad to see the snow go.
Once we spring forward, rumor has it, we're done.
Oh, I've been hearing that for years.
I know. Oh, you mean like we're going to stay on that time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every year when that happens, that some politician or whatever says, we need to do this.
Everybody says
it never happens.
Well, everybody said you need to stay on standard time. Then the new thing came out going, no. Everybody wants to stay on daylight savings time.
And that's the problem.
I like daylight savings.
Half the people can't agree on nothing. So anyway, but I'll believe that when it happens.
One of these days.
And the problem with that is if they do change it, somebody else will come along and change it back.
Verona says, no time change here in Mexico.
That's right. It's always 5 o'clock, baby. That's right. Let's see here. Ocean Isle, North Carolina, the Jinx Creek Retreat. That, of course, is Mo and the Mystery Man. And so good morning to you guys. And, of course, the Mystery Man, he's not allowed to be a part of anything to do with Tiki Man Radio. His witness protection program officers will not allow him to be on camera, be in any pictures, wearing T-shirts.
They were struggling Wednesday night because the internet was out. She messaged, she's like, they're trying to show, and she goes, Mr. Man actually has to sit here at the table and talk to me because he can't watch TV.
How you doing? I'm all right. How are you? Shouldn't you be at a ball game somewhere? Don't you have a trip to go on?
I'm telling you.
Anyway, the Treetop Flowers Patio and Tiki Bar located over in Queen City, North Carolina, home for Marty and Angela Gentry. Good morning to you guys. They were chiming in this morning on the video. Happy Sunday to you guys. Hope you're doing wonderful. Can't wait to see you guys down in Costa Rica. Rick and Pat's Backyard Oasis in Williamsport, Maryland. Good morning to Rick the Stick and Shy Patty. Happy Sunday to you guys. Hope you're doing wonderful. The northern headquarters of Tiki Man Radio, the Paradise Way Tiki Bar up in Indiana, home of Ed the Train Man, our picture girl Pat, and all of the conductors and all the grandkids. They got enough grandkids to fill up a whole caboose up there. So
that's right.
Happy Sunday to you guys. The Beachy Shell Hideaway in beautiful Key West, that is home, away from home for us. Well, that's where we hang our hats when we are in Key West, and home for B-Man and Michelle. Happy Sunday to you guys. I hope you're doing wonderful. The Pond Front Patio in Ottawa, Tennessee. That is, of course, B-Dog and Lou in the Legend Studio. Happy Sunday. Hopefully Lou is listening in.
She is.
The Southwest Florida Daddy-O Patio of the Seaside She Shed. That is.
Right.
Tropical Dave Signs and Beth Travers. Good morning to you guys.
Morning.
I hope you're doing wonderful. The Comeback Tiki Hut up in Minnesota, where you'll find the best samosas on Sunday morning. You betcha. Shelley Forsythe and the crew. Z&G Patio in Memphis, Tennessee. I saw them chiming in on the chat over here. Sitting on the back porch rocking on the back porch of Tiki Man Radio. Good morning to you guys. I hope you're doing wonderful. Let's see here. The Tiki Balcony over in Sweden. Good afternoon to the Swedes. And JoJo's Northeast Sea Shack in Medford, Massachusetts, just outside of Boston.
JoJo.
Yeah, it's, spring is almost here. The ducks are flying home. And
lots of little birds, lots of little robins.
yeah, you start hearing those birds start, like, damn, where the hell am I going to put that nest at?
I saw a tree full of owls. I said that earlier on the video. Man,
tree
that was
full of
awesome.
owls, which is good luck. There's always something looking over you when there's an owl
But that's unusual because owls don't really congregate like that.
Yeah.
When I was out walking, the squirrels were out playing. It's like finally they can get out and, no more winter that they're
I know. It's
stocked
so
up for. They're out wandering in the leaves and playing, and spring.
Playing in my garden.
Katie May says them damn squirrels. Damn squirrels. Look at them out there. Look at them. All right, let's take care of our 10 o'clock sponsors. Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man is streaming live on the Camys Grammy Live Cam. Camys Grammy is the official sign company of Tiki Man Radio. If you're looking for a special sign for your event, your tiki bar, or just your backyard, or maybe you just want a flamingo in your backyard, reach out to Camys Grammy. Go over to tikimanradio.com and click on the banner for Camys Grammy. Camys Grammy Live Cam, the official live cam of Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man. Reif Rum is made with a sweet and smoky for the wise and the rebel. It's a rum that was created by and for everyone tired of the same old thing. For both the professional bohemians and the actual connoisseurs of good rum. It's for people who want to get out of their comfort zone. Unleash the rebel inside of you with Reif Rum. Sweet and smoky for the wise. Reif Rum, the official rum of Tiki Man Radio.
Hello everyone, this is Tiki Jane and I would like to tell you about my sponsor, Castaway Sauce Company, for my show, the Tiki Man Radio Weekly Almanac. That airs each Sunday during Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man, where I take you back in time with history of the world and Tiki Man Radio. Satisfy your heat tooth and spice up your life with Castaway Hot Sauce from Castaway Sauce Company. With a variety of different flavors to choose from and a wide range of spice levels, they have the perfect hot sauce for you. From mango chipotle, a lower heat sauce with a touch of sweetness, to Blackbeard's Revenge, the flagship sauce of Castaway. Delicious but deadly, and not for the faint of heart, Castaway Sauce Company is sure to satisfy your desire for great hot sauce. Visit their website, castawaysaucecompany.com, and order yours today. Tune in each Sunday for the Tiki Man Radio Weekly Almanac with me, Tiki Jane, and learn more about Castaway Sauce Company, world history, and Tiki Man Radio. Until next time, this is Tiki Jane. I'll see you on the radio.
If you're looking for a true coastal Americana troubadour and a legendary singer, then look no further than silver buckle recording artist Chris Bellamy. Chris can be found playing down in the Keys and all over Florida. And now you can go to his website, chrisbellamy.com, and click on his events page and find out where he's playing at next. Are you looking for the next artist to book for your place who can bring in the crowds? Then look no further than Chris Bellamy. Go to chrisbellamy.com and book Chris today, or find out where he's playing. Chris Bellamy, a true coastal Americana legend. That's right, our good buddy Chris Bellamy. Make sure you check that website out. You know, if you're traveling down in Florida, make sure you go and spend the evening with Chris Bellamy. You will not regret it.
No,
that's
you
for
will
sure.
not. He is just spectacular.
He's just a fantastic musician, and if you can,
and beautiful.
try to watch his fingers.
Oh, I know. Not just a beautiful
big
voice,
hands.
but he just plays the guitar like it's nothing, doesn't he, B-Dog?
Yeah, he's
Oh
got
my
big-
God.
He's got big old hands.
Effortless. Yeah.
Hey, we got almost 30 of you out there, so how about let's hit that like button. We only got 14 likes right now, so you have to kind of go out of the chat and then hit the like button if you're watching us on your phone.
And then go right back into the chat.
And go back right back into the chat. And you have accomplished your goal for the day. So let's hit that like button. And we almost hit 40 again last week. So
We
that was,
sure did. That was really
close.
cool.
We got hit 35. We hit 35 last week. So
35.
We were 5 short. So
All right.
hit that like button, and we really appreciate it. All right. Who we got out there today, Hippie Chick?
Okay, we've got Edward and Pat Contreras. Good morning, you guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I was thinking of them yesterday.
Oh, I think of them all the time.
Well, I was thinking of them specifically because I bought something yesterday.
Oh, yeah? What was it?
I bought Lou and I our very first pickleball set.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Good luck with that.
that's great.
Here's some. I know you don't want to take any advice, but here's some advice for you. Don't ever play with Pat.
No, man.
I think I will take that advice.
Yeah.
And
she's
Ed's probably
good.
pretty happy to see his banner behind the Hippie Chick there. Ed and Pat's. He's like, a couple weeks ago, he's like, where the hell did our banner go? What happened?
It's right there.
It's right there.
there.
It's right there.
Look at my beautiful flowers.
I don't have
that,
one of those
Alex
fancy
gave.
banners, and I got blank space on my wall. I'm just saying.
Always trying to root in there like Uncle Al. You've been hanging around Uncle Alex too long, I think, man. But
Oh, man.
Okay, fine.
Okay, fine.
All right, yeah, I'm sure Ed will send you one. That way we can we can produce the. I was looking at Tiki Jane sends me what she works on, right? And I was looking at what she's working on in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and we were talking about we're going to have Bill and Debbie Hass featured, when they came here or whatever. Sure enough, there you are, man, in the background with a plate of food.
Well, that's okay. Uncle Alex already got me something I can put in my bare wall space. I got a 6-foot tall Brutus Buckeye I can put on that wall.
A Brutus Buckeye.
Yeah, 6-foot tall one. It's life size.
Man, that's cool.
Tiki Jane was like, I can't seem to find a picture of just Bill and Debbie without this guy in the background. And I'm like, well, there's you'll have that.
You just need to get better with Photoshop.
Nobody's paying attention to him. That's okay. It's all right.
Edward says that he loves it. Hell yeah, that's the perfect spot.
Well, there you go.
That's right. That's right, Ed. That's right.
People tend to only bring up what they don't like or they hate. They don't ever say anything good, so I thought I'd bring it up. So there it is.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, we got Donna and Bob Cummings out there saying
Hey, guys.
good morning. It is 0 degrees at the Brap Shack.
Yeah.
She said, "Spring, what spring?"
Yeah, the Cabin Queen and Bobsled Bob. Good morning to you guys.
Bobsled Bob.
Can't wait to, I'm going to try to have my first drink of the year in Costa Rica.
No, come on now. You got to celebrate. It's our 10th year in Panama City.
Well, I may have to take a shot or two.
Yeah. It's our 10th year in Panama City. That's when see, now, Danny has not drank a drop since New Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a drop. So, and
and Joe is doing the same thing.
Is it really?
Joe hasn't drank anything, and that's kind of how the Costa Rica thing came about. He's like, I'm not having anything till I get to Costa Rica. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's a good challenge for us.
Yeah, but you have a 10th anniversary coming up, which is a pretty, it's a good celebration.
At this point in my life, you have an anniversary every day. There's something you either done or you've done too long.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. So we've got Mo is out there.
Good morning, Mo.
And she is waving hello. She says, "Work day. I will listen best as I can."
Well, all right. You're just working away, giving out. I wonder if did they still give out maps at the?
Yes, they do.
Do they still give out maps at the
they do.
Welcome Center?
Absolutely, They do. Why wouldn't they?
It's got to be that guy that comes in there, he's like, listen, I got to have a map. Where's the map at?
Listen, most people our age anyway, they go to the Welcome Center. It's the younger generation. They'll stop at McDonald's and pull it up on their phone.
No, those kids are going there and they're using the bathrooms, I'm telling you.
Listen, I'm telling you.
The dog's got to stop.
The dog's got to stop.
Yeah.
That's a true story.
Yeah.
Okay, now we've got Dan and Rachel Ware, and happy birthday to Rachel.
Yes, happy birthday.
It was her birthday this
Wait a minute,
week.
we got to do her birthday dance, The Golden Girl is smiling right now when she heard that. Let's hear it. Yeah, going out to the Princess.
That's right.
There we go.
And let's see, of course, we have, Graham Andrews and Nicole.
Good morning.
And they're saying, good morning, gang.
Now, what are the cats' names?
Oh, let me pull that up real quick.
Yeah, because we got 3 new cats
We
down
have
there.
3 new cats.
The raccoons are like, what the hell's going on here?
I know.
You trying to get rid of us?
I know. I wondered about that because
This is our house.
I know.
Don't you be bringing them kittens in here.
Let me pull that up from my sweet Nicole. Okay. We have, so there's a black one, a gray one, and a white one.
Yeah.
And she said that she went to get 2 and ended up with 3.
Well, you can't break up the family.
Of course. And so
That's how they get you.
Their names are
the people at where you go, right? You get a place like we went and got Katie.
like McCamey.
They'll tell you anything. Now these 3 cats here are brothers and sisters. they don't know. They don't know. Come on now.
I know. All right. So we've got, their names are Harrison Ford, Zoe Francis, and Oliver Lincoln.
Oh, well, there you go.
How come she said that and I just heard like Indiana Jones music playing in the back of my head?
I'll show B-Dog.
One of the raccoons are like, I'm going to do an Indiana Jones on you.
Oh, my gosh.
Aren't they cute? Aren't they cute?
That is an adorable little bunch right there.
They are.
Yeah.
They're so cute. I can't show it on the big screen because we didn't put that in the thing, in the videos.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, so let me get back to, what was I doing? Oh, yes. A squirrel. All right, and so then we have Rick Martinez, your brother from another mother.
Morning, brother.
He says, "Good morning, bro."
Yeah, and he's thinking about coming down to Panama City because we will have Reif Rum down there.
Yeah.
And so that means I will probably be doing some drinking.
You don't say.
Yeah, and so we'd love to have Rick come, and boy, it'd be hot down there in that pirate suit, though. But
I was gonna say, if we got Reif Rum there, who in the heck's going to run the radio station? 'Cause there's going to be a point in time we're going to start falling off.
Well, I have become an expert at Reif Rum, and I got to tell, I know my limit. I know my limit.
Is that right? We all know our limits. Problem is we exceed that limit when it comes to the rendezvous.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Bill has just sent me a cute little meme thing, and he said, rescuing cats is like the mafia. Once you're in, there's no getting out.
That's right. That's right. No. That's right.
That is so true. That is so true. And let's see.
You pretty much got to die to get out.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. You know, I had a cat.
On your deathbed, Louis, listen, you may have 7 days left, okay? So you're just trying to be relaxed. Who's going to take care of the cats?
It's so true. It's so true. I had a lot of great cats in my lifetime.
But do you ever really take care of a cat?
No.
I mean, really?
No, because they just take care of themselves.
You just make sure the food and water's out there, and they go do whatever they want to do.
They do what they want. They're on a whole nother energy plane.
Dogs are a little different, and, Katie...
They're more needy.
Katie thinks she works here. Right.
Yeah, Katie thinks she works.
She's got a set schedule for her breakfast, or set schedule for her lunch. When she goes out, all this stuff. And she's got little bells and stuff on her phone to let her know when it's break time. Well, that's Katie's break time. Katie jumps up out of whatever sleep she's in.
That's true story.
It's time to go.
I'll say work. It sounds like she believes you work for her.
Yeah.
She don't work here. You work for her.
I think so. I think you're right.
Yeah.
She is the queen of the castle.
We'll be sitting on we'll be watching TV or whatever, and that commercial comes on that, the farmer's dog.
Oh.
Yeah. The farmer's dog food.
And Katie looks at it, and all this fancy, expensive food that the farmer's dog is selling. And you really need to do this for your... And Katie just looks over at us like...
What's your problem? What's your problem?
Yeah. You see what I'm eating in here?
Yeah.
Just shakes her head.
Yep.
I know.
My dog's the same thing because, on his, like the snacks, he gets the snacks. I know when it's time because, I'll hand him one, he'll just I'll be like that, and normally, they'll take it. When he gets to the point where he's like, I literally got to put it in his mouth, and then it'll be like, then he just drops it on the floor try again.
Try again.
That is not what I want. Try again.
That's not what it was.
Well, nothing hits the floor around here very long. Katie will run from the other end of the house to get it.
Unless it is shrimp. She hates shrimp.
Well, Daggett, we had him where I was feeding him the sweet potato treats that were wrapped in chicken bacon.
Right.
Well, and he loved them. Well, then went one day and they were out. But they had them, but instead of wrapped in chicken bacon, it was duck. So I bought those.
Well, now he likes the duck.
No, he took one bite, he spit it out, and was like, yeah, no, I don't like this. So the next time I went and I grabbed the chicken and brought it back, because he had the bad experience one time, he is over it. He will not take it at all now. And when he does, he will take it and he will eat the sweet potato and then spit the bacon out on the floor.
Wow, how crazy is that?
Well, He slipped on the floor one time, and there it is. He won't walk on a hard floor again. We have to buy carpet.
That's right. You have to buy the carpet runners.
So.
All right. So good morning to John Beck.
Hey, John.
Hey, Maddie, they'll be here this afternoon sometime, and they're on the road listening, so good morning to you. Maddie sent me a message yesterday. Said, hey, I don't know if my dad told you we're on our way back tomorrow, and I was like, you're bringing him back? You're welcome here anytime, sweetheart, but, I mean, shouldn't he be playing steel pan somewhere?
No, I am so excited.
I mean, we got knees
back
to pay for.
Nicole did comment and said, we are in the mafia, and I'm proud to be a crazy cat lady.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
That's right, Nicole. Crazy cat ladies rule. All right, and then we've got what was I going to say? Oh, John was talking about the rum. He says, I'm looking forward to drinking some of that rum.
Well, don't leave the state of Florida without bringing some rum, for God's sakes, okay?
Yeah. Grab a bottle.
Why can't we get it in Tennessee? That's what I want to know.
Well, because you can't ship liquor in Tennessee. I mean, we all know that. But hopefully we'll get it in a liquor store. But, it's, you gotta, when you run a business correctly, you gotta expand as you can, So anyway, go ahead, hippie chick.
Oh, Edward was saying to me that he makes Marley, their little cute dog Marley. They make his food every day.
This show's going to the dogs, okay?
And the cats.
And the cats. And the raccoons.
And squirrels, too.
Quit getting distracted and get through the shout-outs, okay?
All right.
It's 10:30.
All right, here we go.
God.
Back to it. All right, so where did I stop over here? We got, Rick Martinez, your brother from
Yeah,
another
we've
mother.
already been through that. Now, let's go.
All right, Z and G are out there saying good morning and happy Mardi Gras weekend.
Yes.
All right, where's my beads, man?
They're doing away with the beads.
Are they really?
Yeah, they did away with the beads this year. They're trying to, anyway.
They're trying to get women to stop flashing people.
Well, that ain't going to stop them.
Trying to make it family friendly.
But, all those beads end up in the trash.
They do.
Yeah,
and
so,
that's bad. Yeah, they do.
Anyway.
You're right about that. Okay, so then we've got Moni, our producer Monica. She is always listening.
Yes.
And,
good morning to you.
She is there. And let's see, we got Joey Wood. Good morning.
Morning, brother. Happy Sunday to you.
We got Frank Goddard out there.
Morning, Frank.
And Jason Whitler is out there.
Morning, Jason.
And then we've got Crazy Kim Downing.
Easy, Kim.
Crazy Kim.
Crazy
Good morning
Kim
to you,
Downing
sweetheart.
is out there. We got Alan Ronco is out there.
Morning, brother.
And Teresa Palma.
Tiki Teresa. Tiki Teresa.
We miss you.
And Captain Underpants, Chico. What else do we call him? Chico.
Yeah, we call him a lot of things, but we'll skip all that.
Well,
but,
I miss those guys
We'll just
very
say
much.
Tony.
And Tony.
We got Ada Longo is out there. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
We got Marty and Angela Gentry.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Them. And let's see, Laurent Thomas is out there.
Happy Sunday.
Barry D is out there.
Barry.
Morning, brother.
All right, next batch. Let's get to the next batch. Why did that do that? I don't know either. We got Beth Travers, the awesome rock star. She is out there.
She's had a Music on the Bay, as a lot of people are.
Yeah,
so,
she said hello from Music on the Bay.
Yeah, good morning.
And then we got Andrew Dean says, good morning.
Good morning, music man.
Actually, it's good morning today.
You're right.
He mixed it up.
He mixed it up today. That's right. Beth Hyatt is out there. Good morning, sweetheart.
Fins up, Beth. Happy Sunday to you, sweetheart. Hope you're doing well.
Fins up to you. And we got Michelle Myers and Tim. They're out there saying good morning.
Good morning. Hello, darling. And morning to you, brother.
We got Patty Smith is out there.
Patty.
Her and Rick the Stick.
Yeah, good morning to you.
They're out there. And let's see, we got Rick Hoffel saying good morning, you guys.
Morning, brother.
Suzanne Govan is out there. Good morning. And then we got That Guy in Paradise. Good morning. And He is out there saying
That
hello.
guy.
That guy.
That guy in Paradise, I popped in on one of his videos. I don't get to do it as much as I used to, but I did pop in on him the other morning, told him good morning. He was having his morning thing that he does.
We also got your son, Bahama Brad, is out there.
Morning. And little Ellie.
And little Ellie and Axie.
Who's becoming not that she hasn't always been a ray of sunshine, but she's leaning more towards the sunshine now.
We got our awesome singer-songwriter, awesome musician, Chris Bellamy out there.
Good morning. Make sure you check out chrisbellamy.com.
That's right.
And check his schedule out. He's playing everywhere. The man plays everywhere.
We got another awesome musician chiming in, Mr. Todd Donnelly.
The Steel Pan Master. Happy Sunday to you, brother.
Yes, he is. And I think that is it for my group.
All right.
Oh, wait. Sorry. This is an important one.
Go ahead, Columbo.
Wait a minute. I got
One more thing.
I got another very important one, and it was from the beautiful Sean Crawley.
Oh, well, there you, how can we forget Mr.
Well, they're on all kinds of different messages. So the beautiful Sean Crawley said Tuesday, March the 4th, will be Bill Crawley Day.
Oh,
which
very nice.
will be 1 year since he left us.
Wow.
She can't believe it. I can't believe it either. I can't believe it. And then she said it's also France's birthday. And she said needs a lot of love and support.
Today's
and
his
prayers.
birthday?
No, on that day, on March 4th.
Oh, okay.
On March 4th, the day that Bill left us.
Wow. It's already been a year.
I can't believe it.
It's amazing.
Believe it. All right.
All right, we're going to group down here. We'll try to skip over everybody that you already mentioned so we can get on with the show because, we have veered a little off track. So,
yeah, sorry.
It is what it is. Good morning to Tinkerbell, who's out there saying good morning.
Hello, sweetheart.
Of course, Zerazer, I know we mentioned him, but he's over here talking about the Mardi Gras thing and with everybody. Let's see here. Of course, your daughter Julie is out there.
Hello.
And I think I saw something about Maya's birthday.
Maya's birthday is coming up in March the 6th, I believe.
Yep. Coming up this week on the 6th. Yes. So.
You know what that means. I got to send her money.
Well, that's all right.
She's at that age, 17. She'll be 17 years old.
So what that is that's your official reminder that, hey, don't forget.
I know exactly. I know it. I know it is.
Well, happy birthday, Jemima.
Happy birthday.
All right. And let's see.
Wait a minute. Since she's, it'll be, there we go. Happy birthday to my awesome granddaughter, Maya. And I love you, and I'll do what I'm supposed to do, send you money.
You're contractually obligated.
That's right.
Yeah.
Good morning to Graham Andrews and Nicole's out there.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, the cat people. The cat people.
Oh, I'm trying to scroll down here quickly here. Of course, Ed the Train Man is over here chiming, and he sent me a message. Says, you're going to love playing pickleball. So I hope so. We'll see.
Yeah, just don't ever play with Pat.
So when I came out with the store with the rackets, Lou says, what did you do?
Yeah, Pat is like, they used to say, Dale Earnhardt was the greatest guy in the world outside the race car. But when he got in a race car, it became a whole different thing. Pat is the same way when she's on a pickleball court.
No, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's highly competitive.
All right.
Which is great. I think it's great.
Yeah. Okay. Dan Ware's out there.
Morning, brother.
Good morning.
Happy Sunday to you.
Of course, we got Randall Lins chiming in out there.
Good morning, Randy.
Good morning, Randy.
Mike Trenholm. Good morning to Mike.
Morning, brother.
Of course, I already said Nicole Reed chimed in. The crazy cat lady.
I love it.
She called herself that, so don't blame me.
No, she.
That's great. Ain't nothing wrong with crazy cat.
You just got to claim the title. If you own it, you got to own it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Of course. Wait. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are your sinuses unplugged?
What? Okay.
What?
Because the Golden Girl's out there, so you need to be able to sniff.
Oh.
Is your sniffer working? Of course, we got to hang out with the Golden Girl and everybody last night to listen to some fantastic music.
Well, it was nice having them all here last week as well, and bringing food and watching the race and hanging out with everybody.
And that looks like all that I got. Right
Madison Greenman. See y'all soon.
Yeah.
Good morning. You missed that. Let's see.
I was
here.
scrolling quickly. And I was talking to a relative of yours who chimed in on my TikTok the other day, and that would be your crazy cousin Michelle said hello.
Oh, well.
So she told me to tell you hello.
A crazy cousin Michelle.
Verona Corona. Did we mention Verona Corona? I
Well,
see
she
her
just
on
popped
there.
up on the
She just came
Okay.
in.
Good morning to you,
Things are
sweetheart.
moving faster on your screen than it does on ours.
Apparently. Let's see here. Yeah, John Beck says pickleball is too much exercise. You damn right it is. You damn right it is, brother.
It's too much standing still compared to
Yeah.
what I'm used to.
If you think you got good knees, then go play some pickleball. All right? So, all right, well, let's get this day started off right the island way with some positive vibes. Hit that like button. We got about 31 of you out there right now. We're almost up to that in likes. So hit that and have some fun with us. We're going to bring the sunshine to you right here at Tiki Man Radio.
Where do you want to go? Are you sure of the road that you're on? Who do you want to be? All I know is the world deserves to be free. We're staring from the moon. Love is not only for the human. Look at the world you know. Do you believe it will go on? Where do you want to go? The things we take will only last for so long. You know it's up to you. Love is not only for the human. Oh man, we are so many people living different lives under turbulent times. Oh man, we don't know good from evil. Looking through our eyes is the burden of our lives. Say, can we tell for sure? North and south will keep the snow on. Say, can the earth endure? Do you really believe we can go on? You know it's up to you. Love is not only for the human. Oh man, we are so many people living different lives under turbulent times. Oh man, we don't know good from evil. Looking through our eyes is the burden of our lives. Oh man, we are so many people living different lives under turbulent times. Oh man, we don't know good from evil. Looking through our eyes is the burden of our lives. Ooh. are so many.
Get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man and his conductors every Monday starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Island Time right here on Tiki Man Radio. Ed and Pat and the conductors bring in local artists from around the Indiana area, have live interviews. The train leaves at 6 p.m. Eastern Island Time live on Tiki Man Radio. Come over and join the fun.
Sitting on the roof to get closer to tomorrow. Didn't know enough to be scared. All you have to talk about is where you're gonna go and what it's gonna be like out there. Out there. You're carrying around half of what God gave you and half of what they told you you should be. Trying to make sense of why anyone stays around here when you're just counting days until you leave. Lighting cigarettes just to hold them up in the air, singing never get old, throwing bottles at a high school chain link fence, telling yourself all you'll ever need is a heart full of fire and gasoline. I could use a little who I was in that way back when, to be young and angry again. You hated broken hearts, but you love the songs about them, 'cause someone finally felt the way you did. There's dreams that are in the dirt roads, under bleachers in the shadows, but tonight I swear to God I won't forget. Lighting cigarettes just to hold them up in the air, singing never get old, throwing bottles at a high school chain link fence, and telling yourself all you'll ever need is a heart full of fire and gasoline. I could use a little who I was in that way back when, to be young and angry again. Before the world set in and we punch that clock, before we knock those hell-bent edges off. Lighting cigarettes just to hold them up in the air, singing never get old, throwing bottles at a high school chain link fence, telling yourself all you'll ever need is a heart full of fire and gasoline. I could use a little who I was in that way back when, to be young and angry again. To be young and angry again.
Hey Tiki folks, this is Rick the Stick, and I do my show from 5 to 7 Eastern Island Time every Sunday evening, and it's sponsored by JBL Travel Group. The show is called It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere on the Road. When I'm not doing my show, I keep my one good eye on the road and my two good ears tuned in to Tiki Man Radio. Hey, what could possibly go wrong?
Hey everybody, this is Maddie Beck hanging out here at Tiki Man Radio, escaping the white, cold north of Michigan, trying to get some warmth while I'm down here. Just gonna hang out and have some fun and see what could possibly go wrong.
Down here, I'm gonna leave the whole
everyone. This is Tiki Jane, and it is time for this week's Tiki Man Radio Weekly Almanac. Brought to you by Castaway Sauce Company. Satisfy your heat tooth and spice up your life with Castaway hot sauce. With a variety of different flavors to choose from and a wide range of spice levels, we have the perfect hot sauce for you. And now for this week's Almanac. In 1999, British singer Dusty Springfield, who made her mark during the 1960s beat boom that resulted in the British invasion, recording such hits as Son of a Preacher Man, died at age 59. In 1968, Daniel Craig, the sixth actor to assume the role of Playboy spy James Bond, was born in Chester, England. In 1965, The Sound of Music, a film adaptation of the Rodgers and Hammerstein musical play, premiered. The movie, which was based on the real-life story of the Trapp family of Austria, was a commercial success and won an Oscar for Best Picture. In 1933, the landmark monster movie King Kong had its world premiere. In addition to pioneering special effects by Willis O'Brien, it was the first significant feature film to star an animated character. And now for some Tiki Man Radio history. There are many memories and accomplishments over Tiki Man Radio's 10-plus years of radio. Here is just one. On July 10, 2022, Rick the Stick broadcast live from the Chocolate Bar Studios after a short tutorial from the Tiki Man. The Tiki Man is well known for jumping in the fire, and on this day, Rick the Stick learned something new. Make sure you check out 5 o'clock somewhere on the road with Rick the Stick on Sundays at 5 p.m. That's your weekly Tiki Man Radio Almanac, brought to you by Castaway Sauce Company. Satisfy your heat tooth and spice up your life with Castaway hot sauce. I am Tiki Jane. See you on the radio.
That's right. And we want to thank Castaway Sauce Company for sponsoring that. And so they're going to continue to sponsor it through the end of March. And hopefully they'll pick it back up. And, if we can get Rick the Stick to do live video.
Yeah.
Okay, live video.
Excuse me.
With 5 minutes to spare, before the show. Then we could get Ed the Train Man to do it.
Yeah. And the next one would be get Rick to figure out how to do it live every week from inside that truck.
That's difficult.
But yeah, we did come in and support him.
Yes, we did.
Because
was it support or harassment?
I think it was support. If you go back and watch that, he was, I'm like, just hit number 2. Hit number 3, the camera. So he knew where the cameras was. He was still learning as we were going through it.
Right.
Well, that's a lot.
But his mom got to watch him on video.
That's right.
Absolutely.
It was a big deal. So
it is a big deal.
Congratulations to Rick the Stick for jumping out there.
That's right.
It's always amazing to me whenever when I'm doing radio tech support. And I'm thinking about these guys, man, driving 18-wheelers across the country and driving trains, for God's sakes, and all this stuff. And we can't log into SoundCloud. What the hell?
Well, in some ways, that other is old technology.
Yeah, I guess it is. But in Sound of Music,
that's my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
It's from when I was a little girl, I mean,
I was laughing.
You just can't beat that one.
I was laughing. I was watching. I says, well, pretty much everything but Rick the Stick occurred before I was even born.
Yeah, King Kong, 1933. And the Oscars, I think, are coming up tonight.
I don't know. I don't keep track.
I don't keep track of those kind of
Well,
things.
it's interesting. The only reason that I'm paying attention to it, we lost Gene Hackman this week.
I
Yes,
know. That was
it is such a weird thing.
And it looked like he had been passed away for quite some time, him and his wife and the dog.
And the dog.
Yeah.
But we don't suspect any foul play. I'm like, really?
That's just
But
strange.
you think about it, he's 95 years old, and She was a lot younger than he was.
Well, about
She was 65.
She was 65.
That's a lot younger than 95.
Well,
That's a lot.
it is true, but she's no spring chicken, though.
You know, I'll give you my Columbo theory.
What's your Columbo theory?
All right, so the Columbo theory is this. I believe she passed away before him, and it's got something to do with all those pills they found in the bathroom, okay?
Maybe.
He's 95 years old. It's hard to get around. You know, maybe he was going to try to go get some help, and then he fell down and couldn't get back up.
Yeah.
Now, the dog went and ate some of the pills, went to its crate, and died.
Is that your Columbo
Yeah.
theory?
My question is, where the hell is all the people checking in on these people?
I know, but wasn't it the landscaper that found him?
No, it was actually the police. They said neighbors actually called in and said they hadn't seen him in a while
No, it was a landscaper.
and said to go do a well-being check is what I heard.
Yeah, the landscaper showed up and noticed the door was open.
Okay.
And because I heard the 911 thing.
Yeah, there's been a lot of different stories that came out about that. It was kind of
And,
Crazy.
So
yeah.
the landscaper, you know, if I was a Hispanic landscaper right now, I don't know if I'd call the police. But anyway, he did call in, and you know, he could see through the window. Nobody was moving, but the door was open, so he knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
But the problem is, it's been a while.
Yeah, I had saw the actual press conference where they came out, and they did say they got the information back because he actually had a pacemaker. So
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so they traced it back.
They traced it back and said that the last event on his pacemaker would have been the 17th.
Oh,
so
wow.
So it had been like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean that's
Wow.
crazy. In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
I mean,
2 weeks?
Where's the
Nobody-
housekeeper? Where's all this stuff? You
Obviously,
know, I mean,
they didn't have one.
the guy that brings the groceries.
Or maybe the housekeeper showed up, but she ran out of there and left the door open because she couldn't call the police.
Yeah, maybe she did. She's
Who
like,
knows?
I'm not calling anybody. Yeah, so you know it's
It is crazy.
it's
That
crazy,
was
but
crazy.
anyway, back to
But I
Gene.
love Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman is a man.
Oh, absolutely.
He was a legend.
He's a legend, and you
I
know,
always remember him as Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor. And that's my favorite. I love Superman.
out of all the movies he played in, that was my least favorite.
But I
because,
love Lex
But that
you
was
know,
my first movie I think I ever saw him in was being
Yeah.
Lex Luthor.
I think so too.
No, he played in.
What was
Played that cop, you know, with that famous scene in it. That was his major breakthrough movie.
And again, that was before I was born, Daddy.
Well, you've seen you have Netflix, okay?
you have that?
Unlike when you were born, there is the internet with all these movies on it. But God, what was the name of that? You guys
I
out in the
can't-
chat, let us know who it is because
Yeah.
I just escaped
What
me right
was
now.
his-
But
what was that movie's name? Yeah.
God, it was one of my favorite movies because it's got a hellacious car scene in it.
Yeah.
That used to be the thing in movies, you know, the car chases. But you know, not anymore. Now they just make it up with AI. But it was a great movie, and then of course Unforgiven. You know, when he played in Unforgiven, the badass and the guy that was ruling the town, and
Yeah.
I remember Hoosiers. That was one of his
Hoosiers was
movies?
another good movie. Yeah.
Yep.
Clint Eastwood had to come in and because they killed his buddy Ned. And he's holding that double-barrel shotgun. He says, well, you should have thought about that before you decorated your saloon with my friend, Morgan Freeman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, God, what a great movie that is.
Oh man.
But man, such a shame. And Roberta Flack passed away this week.
Yes, and when she did, I had to.
Killing
Well,
Me Softly.
Well, not just that. I have a whole catalog of her music on my phone, and she was really well known for her long, drawn out,
Yeah.
Slow, really moody singing. Yeah.
Well, they didn't, when they first did that song, they didn't want it to be that way.
yeah,
The producers and directors, just goes to show you what they know.
yeah.
did-
Everybody loved it.
Well, they didn't. They wanted it to be a faster, upbeat song, and she's like, "No, this is how it's supposed to
It's
be."
supposed to be.
Like,
How do you
and it
sing
was a
"Killing Me
hit.
Softly" upbeat?
Well, they wanted the music or something. I don't know. They didn't want it the way it is, and she was the one who made the
The
call.
lyrics itself just sounds like it should be something soft. And
Well, that's all we
smooth
know
and
now.
flow.
That's
Yeah.
all we know now.
Popeye Doyle and the French Connection.
French Connection.
That was Sean Crawley. She
I
came
have
up
never
with
seen
it.
that movie.
She
well,
came up
you've
with
never
it.
even seen The Godfather or
Patty's-
You're right.
You
all
need
that
to
stuff.
watch The Godfather.
You're right.
Everybody
Yeah, I
needs to
have.
see
He's
The
living in a
Godfather.
shallow world because
Come on, man.
I
Let's
don't.
see.
I don't watch many movies.
The Godfather is one of the greatest
love movies.
movies of all time.
The Birdcage, John Beck.
Birdcage, yeah, but no, The French Connection was the one that I was thinking about. Thank you, Sean Crawley.
Yes, and Patty Smith came up with it too.
God, what a great movie that was. I think they had a French Connection too, but The French Connection was a classic.
That's right.
It's kind of like Steve McQueen's Bullet.
Yeah.
The movie Bullet, man, with that Mustang in it, and it's great. Yeah, French Connection.
John's already drunk before he gets here.
Is he already stopped and got Reif Rum?
I think so.
Oh, God. We got that to look forward to.
Said I'm drinking enough for the Tiki Man. Love that rum.
Wow, really?
The Birdcage, the co-founder of the Coalition of Moral Order in the Birdcage.
Yeah. And just so you know, Madison is Maddie.
Maddie.
Yeah, she sent me a text message and said,
That's Maddie.
That's my real name. I'm like, I only know you as Heather's daughter.
That's right.
It sounds like he gets to that point in time like Lou gets with me once I get drinking too much. She just looks at me and goes, now's the time you stop talking.
Yeah. It is now time to go home. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. That's so funny. Now it's time to go home. Good morning, Todd Donnelly. He chimed in over on YouTube.
But, back to Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
I heard an interview this week, and all of the actors always talked about when he was in those deep, mean-ass characters like in Unforgiven, which I'm sure you haven't seen.
I have seen Unforgiven, thank you very much.
But the actors that were playing on the other side of him said those were real. Those scenes, when he looked at you with those eyes and that face, it felt real, And the guy that was interviewing Gene said, where did you learn to do that from an acting standpoint? And he told a story that when he was a kid, his dad walked out on him and his mom, and he remembers his dad going to the door and just waving. Didn't say a word, just waved and walked out the door, and he never saw him again.
Wow.
But that stuck with him all through his acting career of how powerful that moment was.
Yeah.
And that's the actor in the man.
Wow.
And I thought, wow, what an amazing story. What a tragic story, but
very tragic.
But if you look at it from that point of view, you know,
like that was a powerful.
No good luck, kid. See you on the flip side, or whatever. Was the dad in Ricky Bobby and his dad was always kind of giving him advice.
Well, and I imagine it also kind of helped because, a lot of people may or may not know that Gene Hackman was a United States Marine as well. So
fantastic.
The mean side came from there a little bit. It'd have to be.
That's fantastic.
But
good to
yeah, he it was just an amazing actor, and the world is less better without him. That's for sure. I mean, because he was classic. Of course, a lot of people. Hell,
I thought he had already.
I thought he was already dead. I'm like, what the hell?
And the reason why is because Gene actually, from what I had saw on the news and stuff, that he had taken a back seat and didn't want to.
He retired from
95. Yeah, he actually
from Hollywood for years ago, and that's why I was like, you don't hear anything about Gene Hackman.
It's not like he's George Burns and worked till you're 100.
No, he retired and went to New Mexico.
George Burns was a legend. I mean, George Burns was so cool. I loved him in that big cigar. I mean, he was.
Johnny Carson. That's how many of those cigars you.
He was so old. He played God.
Yeah.
That's right. He did play. That was one of my favorites. Oh my God, he did. He played God.
Yeah, I remember those as a kid.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I'm surprised you watched that movie.
You watched that movie?
Wow, that's amazing.
Well, there are some things I've seen.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Those were funny.
As
those were
say,
funny movies.
I've seen things that'll give you nightmares.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Are you looking for signs for your backyard oasis? Maybe for your tiki bar, or maybe you just want a pink flamingo in your yard. Well, let me tell you about Camys Grammys. That's what they do. Camys Grammys is just a beachy flamingo-loving girl from Wisconsin who's landlocked in Missouri and crazy about signs. Go over to TikiManRadio.com and click on the Camys Grammys logo and reach out to her. They custom fit signs to your order, made right here in the USA. That's Camys Grammys. Everybody needs a pink flamingo in their yard.
If If you're thinking of investing in commercial property in Florida or moving your business to Florida, check out the Space Coast. The Space Coast is home to globally recognized companies in aviation, aerospace, electronics, and communications. At JM Real Estate, we have seen the Space Coast grow and develop. We know what is happening and know this is an exciting time for our area. The time is now for you to explore the Space Coast of Florida and start investing. Contact JM Real Estate and launch your commercial real estate investment on the Space Coast. Call us at 321-242-2882 or visit jmrealestate.com to learn more.
Alan Jacks Bowers in Mudcut South Studio is now Alan Jacks Bowers and MFG Records, all together under one roof. Jacks has worked with the best in the business all over the world, and if you're looking to take your music to the next level, you need to reach out to Jacks today. MFG Records, which is music for grown-up, and Alan Jacks Bowers, together at last. Reach out to Jacks today at alanjacksbowers.com and take your music to the next level. Are you looking to get away to your secret paradise? Are you looking to come to Chattanooga? You've heard me talk about the beautiful city that I grew up in and the surrounding area here in Harrison Bay. Well, Golden's A-lure-ing Getaway is your secret hideaway. Just a mile and a half from the Tiki Bar, and our good friends the Goldens will take good care of you. It's safe, it's secure, and it's Tiki Man approved. When you use the code word Tiki Man, you get 20% off. Go over to TikiManRadio.com and click on the link for Golden's A-lure-ing Getaway and schedule your secret getaway right here in Harrison Bay. That's Golden's A-lure-ing Getaway. Tell them the Tiki Man sent you.
Waterfront market, it's early morn. Chairs off the tables in the bars, it's a new dawn. I see the water in the pipe glisten and shine. In the distance I hear a tug's horn let out a whine. Street and the girls all give a pretty smile. Streets are wet from the night before another tropical storm. Homeless still scatter the doorways, sleeping it off. Work in Duval rewards a sidewalk and a bottle of pain. They say the key's disease is the bee's knees. You know there's more than one. 'Cause a bee's got 6 knees, and like he, I prefer the sun. And a delightful libation, perhaps something made with rum. Here I can smile, go just about wild, having fun. But I don't wanna go nowhere that way. I'll never be late. Island time is this life of mine, but I'll raise my glass to the upper 40. Yes, oh with the last chance and works its way down. Hopping and stomping on the islands, town to town. Above us there's madness, cars are honking, it's dog-eat-dog. Here I'm chillaxing, always relaxing. Just another day in paradise.
Just another day in paradise.
You know, friends and family, they call me, say, why not visit back home? And although I love them dear, I just never wanna leave here. Roots have grown to this old rock, like me firm and strong. Flockers gone wild at Blue Heaven is where we all belong. But I don't wanna go nowhere that way. I'll never be late. Island time is this life of mine, but I'll raise my glass to the upper 48. Yes, I'll raise my glass to the upper 48. But I'll raise my glass to the upper 48.
Hey, this is Bill Crowley. I'm not always beautiful, but when I am, I'm listening to Tiki Man Radio. You want to be beautiful? Tune in every Sunday morning at 10 o'clock Eastern Island Time. Be a part of the show.
Won't you join me on a trip around the world? There's a new adventure waiting around every curve. It's so much better with you by my side, like Christo Colombo, who sailed the 7 seas. We can go wherever we please. Life is a teacher, and there's so much to learn. Whatever I take away, I'll give back in return. We'll greet each new day more worldly and wise, like Earhart and Lindy, who rode atop the breeze. We can stop wherever we please. A modern world that has no borders is opened up to me. So many places that I just have to see. There's no explaining, and I'm not complaining, 'cause I got you to share it all with me. And we won't stay forever. We've got people and places to see. street life from the cafes of France. Been down to Argentina to do the tango dance. Don't know the language, but I know what to say. On a West Indies island or cruising through the Keys, we can go wherever we please. A modern world that has no borders has opened up to me. So many places that I just had to see. There's no explaining, and I'm not complaining, 'cause I got you to share it all with me. And we won't stay forever. We've got people and places to see. Across the sea, across the sea, you and me. Across the sea, across the sea.
Such a beautiful tune, Mr. Bill Crawley.
That's right. That's the one that came on last night when we were arguing about the squirrels.
Did you hear the sound bite before?
I did.
Really? What was the sound bite?
I don't remember because a squirrel ran through my head.
Well,
But
then
I heard everything.
Let's. I'll play it again in case so maybe you're paying attention now. Here
I'm
we go.
paying attention.
Here we go.
Hey, this is Bill Crowley. I'm not always beautiful, but when I am, I'm listening to Tiki Man Radio. You want to be beautiful? Tune in every Sunday morning at 10 o'clock Eastern Island Time. Be a part of the show.
That's right. Be a part of the show.
man,
That'd be
that
great.
is-
Be a
that-
part of the show.
That is so great
I
to
know.
hear his voice again.
I know. I can't believe it's almost been a year. So
I can't
that
either.
goes out to the beautiful Sean Crawley. And
Absolutely.
we really appreciate it. Man, it seems like only yesterday we were down there for the celebration of life. And Uncle Alex brought a bottle of Reif Rum because, he's an instigator.
Of course.
And, of course, we drank it. And Jax was there. B-Man and Misha were there. Alex picked me up at the airport and took me over there. So we really, really miss Bill. And, of course, his picture hangs here in the studio right up there.
And right over there.
Yeah, well, we don't have a camera over there. So
It says over there and over there.
No, maybe this camera. No.
No, it won't
So,
pick it up. Yeah.
Yeah, just an empty seat. Just another empty seat. I see.
Bill.
Who did I see out there? I'll have to do this. Josh and Chelsea are out there this morning. Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday to you. Callie McCool has dropped in.
Good morning, Callie.
Doing a fantastic job with the kids out there in California.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can put something together with the barbecue sauce out there. That'd be great.
Kinders or Kinders.
Kinders.
Is it Kinders?
Kinders. So good morning to Callie, doing a super job out there.
Good morning.
Let's see here. Who else? Verona Corona. John says, man, I miss Bill. Yeah, we all do. Let's see here. Tiki Family could play a Bill Crowley tune in honor. And
On Tuesday, she said maybe the Tiki Family could play a Bill Crawley tune on Tuesday in honor and remembrance of Bill.
yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, absolutely we can. I'll fix that all up for us.
I know you will.
Yeah. I'll put together a Bill Crowley playlist. How about that? And it'll play throughout the day. To go out and grab a Bill Crowley tune, and
very nice.
We'll do that
I
for
think
you.
that's good.
So,
good morning to Ed Kubiak and Felicia. who
Oh,
just
the
chimed in.
conductors are out there. Good
Yeah,
morning,
just
guys.
chimed in.
Let's see here.
John Beck says, I played pans on one of those songs.
He certainly did.
He certainly did. Go back to drinking, John. We know how great you are.
Maybe I should have said that. I play pans on those songs.
Yeah.
However you want to slur it.
I played the pans on that song one time.
I can't talk drunk. I've never been.
Let's
If you
see.
believe that, I got something to sell you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Callie. Callie says he sent Kenders an email. I appreciate that, man. I'm going to reach out to him as well this week and see if we can't set up something and get the ball rolling on that. What else is going on here? We got 30 likes out there. Thank you so much for that. And I saw our producer there on the YouTube chat saying, hey, please hit the like button. Yes, if you're just joining us in the second hour.
And she says that she just noticed that we hit 16.8K.
Yes, and I got to tell you.
Fantastic.
You know, it's crazy. This Muzak video that we put out
that you put on
in November is just, it's every day I get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 comments on the video from all over the world. And it's also driving up our subscription as well, or subscribers. So
that's pretty awesome.
Just amazing, you know. So sometimes you hit on something that works, you know.
Sometimes.
You just got to keep on plugging along, and you know, that's the difference between people that do and people that don't are the ones who try and the ones that won't. All right, so that's what you got to do. No matter how silly it sounds. It has nothing to do with the radio station with the Muzak video.
No, it doesn't.
But then again, it does. It brings happiness and joy and sunshine and
It kind of ties
good
into,
music.
it kind of ties into Jukebox Saturday.
It really does. Yeah.
We was talking about that this morning. Just how do something completely off the wall from what you normally do, and that's what hits.
That's what hits.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, Callie, I'll send him an email this week as well and see if we can't get the ball rolling and get that headed in the right direction. We got, my daughter lives in Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. So do some of my people.
And that's where NASCAR is today at the Circle of Americas.
Which one? Oh, really? They're in Austin today.
Yes.
Yeah, they're in Austin.
Awesome.
Let's see. I would love for you
to do one
with spring vibes or even holiday stuff. Yeah, we can do that. But the those music, those background videos, because I got some out there that is just rain or a cabin or something along those lines. People play them all the time in the background while they're working. I do it as well. You know, if I'm really focused on what I'm doing up in the office there.
And you can't have other
I've got that playing in the background, but it's also, a happy vibe. You know, you kind of look forward to it. So check it out.
That's why they put Muzak in all the department stores and in the grocery stores. It's because it's,
it used to be.
Music.
I can remember the manager of the grocery store of the Goodlets.
Goodlets.
All right, so we had Goodlets and Red Food stores.
I remember the Red.
And we had Pruitt Food Town.
Pruitt's Food Town.
That's all we had.
Pruitt's Food Town. I know Golden Girl remembers that.
Yeah, Pruitt's Food Town.
Pruitt's Food.
And Goodlets, but we had a Goodlets in Lookout Valley. Mm-hmm. It was right next to the Western Auto.
Mm-hmm.
Western Auto.
Same shopping center. And across the street from the Lookout Valley Barbershop and down the road from Otasco.
Otasco.
And, of course, we didn't have all these crazy pharmacies you got everywhere, CVS's, Walgreens, and all that stuff. We had the drugstore.
That's right.
The mom and pop drugstore.
That's right.
The Lookout Valley drugstore is what they called it. And, that's where everybody in the community, and Lookout Valley was kind of a small community because
yes, it was.
You got off the interstate there and, you had to make one long big circle around to come back out, but that's all it was. It's valley. That's why they call it Lookout Valley. Mm-hmm. And you couldn't go anywhere else. You couldn't get out of that valley unless you come back. So it was like a one big cul-de-sac.
Yeah, and when now, traffic backs up. If you don't get around the mountainside quickly, you're gonna be forever getting back home.
Yeah,
I worked over there I know.
Oh, I forgot you. I forgot you used to work over there.
Yeah. Well, that's the interstate. That's the problem. The problem is it's the same interstate I had when I was a kid. So they've never widened it. They've never fixed it. You know. But what we will do is spend millions and millions of dollars every year mowing the grass in between, which could be another lane or two.
Well, really?
You know. So
that makes sense.
You know, if you never upgrade your interstate system, and the population of the earth continues to climb and climb and climb and climb and climb, and people travel in cars and trucks and everything else, and you're just going to use the same highway you had since 1971, you're going to have backup traffic. Okay, so it really does need to be 3 lanes on each side, at least past the 59 split. You know. But
you know, that's where my brother and sister-in-law live with my nieces. They've been living in Lookout Valley for decades now.
Yeah. Well, they live across the street. I used to go to Tiftonia Baptist School.
Right. Yeah, they live right across the street.
I got in so much trouble at Lookout Valley in the 3rd grade.
You had to get moved over to the
My
Baptist
parents
school?
felt like it was a good idea to separate my buddy and I, Randy Bowman.
Is that the same one I met?
No,
No,
that's Robbie.
Oh, that's Robbie.
Yeah,
Okay.
but he's the one that's called Lampshade.
Oh, that's Lampshade.
That's Lampshade. Yeah, at our graduation, our 10th, I think it was the 10th grade year that we had that party, and he got so drunk that he threw up in what he thought was a trash can, but it was a lampshade. And here we are, 40 years later, he's still called Lampshade on the radio.
Oh my gosh.
But
Lampshade.
anyway, so they separated us, and I had to go over there for about 2 years, and then we all ended up at Lookout Valley High School. So
Yeah.
I went over there, and then they're like, "Listen, this boy's too much trouble. You're gonna have to send him back to public school." I didn't stop my shenanigans when I went there.
No, you didn't.
It just got worse. The classrooms were smaller. I couldn't hide in the background as much.
Oh my goodness.
But hey, we got a JBL Travel Moment coming up here at noon. And so everybody saw the announcement with MFG Records and Alan Jacks Bowers. Alan Jacks Bowers has acquired MFG.
Congratulations.
And I just want to say thank you to Dave Sines and Beth Travers for all the years of support.
Absolutely.
For the radio station and, everything that those guys do all the way down to Key West for the showcase and coming here and supporting us and all that stuff. And
Supporting our other shows on the radio. Yeah.
And so we appreciate that, and we wish you guys nothing but happiness in your new adventure. Hopefully just making more music, I guess. So Dave is hanging up the producing side of it, and I guess he's just going to play more and more music. So so good luck to those guys, and congratulations to Alan Jacks Bowers, who is a sponsor. Yes, my son Randy says yes. Randy Bowman was the one that I named you after because he was my best friend in school.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's true. Anyway, so congratulations to Alan Jacks Bowers, who's also a sponsor here. So now they're combined, and we'll figure out all the details as we move forward. And
I think it's great.
I think it's great for everybody. If that's what they want to do, whatever makes them happy, that's do what makes you happy, for God's sakes,
Absolutely.
Righto?
Right on.
That's right.
I feel like I'm pulling teeth out of y'all today, so.
What are you talking about? We were talking too much, and then
y'all talk solid through the break,
Now you
and then
stop
we
it.
get on the radio, and he's like, we'll let him do all the talking.
That is not true at all. That is not.
But yeah, we got the race today in Austin, and we did talk about the next Sunday. The time will be moved up, so you got to remember that.
Yes.
I think there was one time that we didn't fall back or something, and Monica, who sends me a message every morning, said, "Where you at?" I'm like, "Damn." You remember that? You don't remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
Okay. All right.
That was BC.
Yeah, it may have been BC. Yeah, before COVID.
May have been.
Let's see here. So, yeah, Alan, if you you go over to tikimanradio.com, and if you pull up let's just see if we can do it. We ain't got nothing else going on today.
Okay, do it.
Let's see here. Give me a minute here, everybody.
All right.
We're up to 31 likes.
All right.
And we got 36 people watching, so if you haven't already hit the like button, please do so. And let me see if I can let me take a minute here.
I'm hungry already. I was showing B-Dog
We was talking about
chicken potato soup.
Before he was rudely interrupted.
That's right.
Yeah, by a radio show.
By a radio show. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. I was showing B-Dog. I was like, man, doesn't
This
that
looks
look
good.
I might make that today.
Man, I'm
Chicken
hungry.
potato soup. I'm starving.
I wasn't a big fan of that tomato soup we had last night, or
You
whatever.
weren't?
No.
You didn't like it? Well, I didn't make that. That came from Trader Joe's. But
Yeah.
I thought it was the best tomato soup I've had ever.
John Beck, eat more gummies. They'll make you happy.
Yeah,
That's right, John.
yeah, absolutely. Let's see.
Hey, hello to B-Man and Michelle's out there chiming in.
Thank God, B-Man. Why don't you call into the show or something and give me somebody
and
to
of
talk
course,
to?
The coolest man on the face of the earth, the man I strive to be, Mr. Joe Leo, JBL Travel Group, China.
Oh, right.
All right.
And Dan Ware gave me a challenge.
Oh, did he?
He said I have to say a saying that is supposedly impossible for Southerners to say. So I'm going to try this, okay? 5 bowls of boiling oil.
Now say that fast.
5 bowls.
She messed it up on the second word.
5 bowls of boiling oil.
right.
5 bowls of boiling oil. There you go.
Bowling oil.
All right, I'm going to switch
5
screens
bowls
right quick
of
so
bowling
that
oil.
the screen may be black for just
See,
a
now he's
minute
shutting us
here.
up.
So just everybody hang tight. Let's see
5
here.
bowls of boiling oil.
There we go.
That did sound kind of crazy. didn't it?
That did sound crazy.
5 bowls of boiling oil.
5 bowls. 5 bowls.
Of
5
boiling oil.
But I said
5
it.
bowls
I
of
said,
boiling water.
I said it right the first time.
Boiling
5 bowls of
Yeah.
boiling oil.
Okay.
But then in my accent, I said 5 bowls of boiling oil.
Yeah. All right. All
Now
right.
that's hard to say, Dan.
You can go back to not talking now. So, all right, let's see here. So, if you go over to on the menu right here, you see the little right here, places to stay,
Places to stay.
and
a little tab.
you know it's going to pull up Harrison Bay State Park if you're going to be camping out.
That's right.
You've got the A-lure-ing Getaway.
But
Go
that
to A-lure-ing
actually
Getaway.
that can't be stayed at for the party.
We're not talking about the party. We're talking about life.
Okay, just
Okay.
for life. Yeah, 'cause that is reserved for the party.
Yeah, and if you stay any other time other than the party, because we save that for the artist, 20% off with the code man Tiki Man.
That's right.
And then you go here, hotels nearby. All right, you got Hampton Inn, Chattanooga North, Ottawa, Spring Hill and Suites, and then down here, and this will, if you click on this, it'll probably pull up all the other ones in the area.
In Ottawa, we also have
So you can see all these right here. You got
The AP
Embassy Suites.
the APTs over there.
What's the APT?
The APT? It's into like an extended stay hotel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
there you go. And then down in Key Largo, of course, Sunset Cove.
I love Sunset Cove.
And Key West, we got the Speakeasy Inn and Rum Bar. Okay, so I need to add some of this in here, but those are my main places. So if you're ever wanting to come and you want to stay for the summer party, and you're like, well, where do we go? Where do we stay? What's close by? just go to hotels nearby, and that will pull up all the hotels in the area. Okay,
Yes.
you can kind of click on them, figure out which ones you want to stay at, and all that stuff. It's not bad. $49 at the Best Western. You get a stale donut and a half a cup of coffee there. $80. Man, these hotels are pretty inexpensive. So,
Look at where they're at.
yeah. Well, I mean, Ooltewah's pretty big. I can't stand to go to Ooltewah anymore because of the traffic over there. You talk about traffic.
Yeah, I know. It's gotten
Golly.
crazy.
Yeah,
I
it's
remember
horrible.
when I went to high school there.
We go in the back way.
There was one road, one gas station, there was a fast food restaurant, but it was brand new called the Wendy's. And then there was
Called the Wendy's.
And then there was a mom and pop restaurant. So that you had 4 things on that road.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
everything else was farmland.
Yeah.
Farmland. That's where we went. It was a farm town.
Now we have 4 major hotels in Ooltewah.
Yeah.
Just since I've lived there, they've built those. A couple of them.
I
So,
tell you.
yeah.
Well, I miss the good old days is in the part that it was. I like the convenience of everything, but I do miss, the seclusion, being in nature. I love the
absolutely
farms.
sucks.
I love the farms.
Depending on what time you're there, of course, but it's just the way the traffic flows. If for us, we come in the back way,
Yeah.
especially like if we're going to Be Dog and Lose. But
The back way from
Yeah.
Harrison to Ooltewah. Yeah.
You did see where we got a second Taco Bell in Ooltewah. They built a second one.
What?
Yeah, the first one is so busy, traffic was backing up out on the road. So they have built another Taco Bell over by Publix, there by tire discounters, and that is a drive-through only Taco Bell.
Wow.
Yeah, so we have 2 in Ooltewah now.
All right then.
and they've added on to Cambridge Square. So there's a lot of new restaurants over there as well.
Yeah, it
That's
grows.
that's right, John. Or you can camp in our backyard.
Yeah, you can camp out in the backyard.
You
know
absolutely
what? And I
can.
was going to bring that up earlier. John, if you want to come to the party, that'd be great. But Maddie needs to come.
Yeah. Well, that might
Man.
be her busy season, with her car detailing.
Well, maybe we can set up something. If you come into the party, you want to get your car detailed, she might be able to do that for you. Make it worth her while. I don't want her to sit out there and work the whole time. I want her to come in and enjoy it.
I want her to
but,
come in and have fun.
The party's Saturday, so, there's people that start coming in here Thursday and Friday. So, we could work out something.
We got cots and inflatable mattresses. We can make something even our house if you absolutely need it. We don't want anybody to go homeless.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, Dan said there is usually a baseball tournament during the time of the summer party, and
Yeah.
they all the hotels raise their prices during that time.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I believe that
Yeah.
because it's
It's summertime.
summer and
There's a lot going
I believe
on.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are staying. The thing about Ooltewah is that it's really the first, kind of the first. I mean, Hamilton Place is really the first, but and hopefully, with all the construction they're doing, they're trying to fix it, right? They're trying to fix the off ramp and on ramp, so to kind of stop all that madness going to Shallerford Road to get to the damn mall. You know, so that off ramp, it was stupid to begin with. They only had one way to get out of the headed north. Get on the head south.
Well, the problem now seems to be is 24. They still have an issue with a bottleneck right there, and everything's just backing up there. And I don't know how do you even do that unless you put in a second overpass. I don't know.
Well,
Oh, please don't do that. That'll scare the mess out of me. That's going too high. That's too much. That's too much.
There's your southern talk. That'll scare the mess out of me.
That's too much. That's too much.
Shut the front door. That's gonna scare the mess out of me.
The Dickens, scared the Dickens out of you.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh wait, scared the Dick. That's past tense. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fast.
It scared the Dickens out of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right then.
All right.
Camp in the backyard. Yep. I got a tent too. We can do anything.
Listen, everybody go stay over at B-Dog and Lou's house. Y'all going over there. That'd be great.
Well, fine. I'll stop offering to help people come to your party then. I don't care if they come.
I don't need your help offering people to come to the party. We got plenty of people to come to the party.
Okay, fine. I'll just sit here and shut up like I was.
Okay, fine.
But yeah, I mean, y'all got plenty of room over there. How many people can you have to stay over there?
I can accommodate 4, probably.
4.
Yeah.
There we go. I think Mo's looking for a place. So.
Yeah, I think she was.
Yeah, she's looking for a place. So there you go. Oh man, let's see here. But it's going to be a great time, and of course we mentioned a couple of weeks ago we finally come to a resolution for who all's going to be playing at the Tiki Bar. You remember the announcement?
Yes. Well, it's Marty Nickel.
Yeah, and
Mark Mulch in the band.
There you go! Yay! There we go. Mark Mulch in the band, and they're going to be here. And he was damn determined he was going to play at the summer party, and I'm glad we got it all worked out. What a great guy they are.
They are awesome. And hello to Grace if they're listening.
Yes. Good
and
morning,
B-Man says, does he have a 30-amp plug over at B-Dog's house?
No, he does not. But,
does he have a big 30-amp plug? No, he don't have a 30-amp plug at his house.
And that's another thing. The park.
We need to put in a 30-amp plug just for B-Man.
He got a whole campground down the road. So.
Well, we tried that, and that's another problem with the summer party is the park fills up for July the 4th really fast. So we always tell people if you're going to be camping out there, you need to do it ahead of time, get your spot in there. Although we did go down there and try to get them a spot, and it seems like they had one. But instead, we ended up running a 200-foot extension cord over to to their house next door.
Maddie asked if she can come. If she comes, can she cuddle with us? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
More the merrier.
Yeah, we'll squash you right in the middle there. That'd be great.
That's awesome. And that means Winnie too. Winnie's coming.
Now I don't know. Winnie can't get in the bed with us. Winnie's a damn big old dog.
Winston
Talk about a big old dog.
That's an awesome.
But anyway, so that's gonna be fun. I can't wait. And Panama City's coming up. If you haven't made your plans, come down there. It's going to be our 10th year broadcasting that. Can't believe it's been 10 years. Awesome. First time broadcast there was down at the Barefoot Club, just me and Bahama Brad. And it's also when I met the Barefoot Man. And we were way away from the stage back then, because it was upstairs and you had to go downstairs and all that stuff, and we had to have power and we had to be hardwired and all that stuff. It's amazing how much technology's changed since then.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
It is.
Oh man, JBL Travel Moment coming up here at noon. We got a brand new Brooke Graham's new tune, which I really like. Roll it on, baby, roll it on.
Town, there is a river, and it calls to me like a song in the night. A whole lot of people make their way to the river, 'cause it keeps on rolling on like everything's alright. Listen, that old river just keeps rolling on, even when our love is just a song. Like that river, we just keep on rolling along. Everybody needs something they can count on every day, like a clock that keeps a time for you. It never drifts away.